I may have forgotten that I temporarily filled a ditch in. So. All right, so we're back down here at the pond. You can see it behind me there. It's looking fantastic. And we actually had quite a bit of rain. We just got back from our trip. We had quite a bit of rain while we were gone, and the humidity levels are up right now, so it's fantastic conditions for burning. And that's what we're gonna do. We got a couple burn piles we need to get cleaned up. Now this one right here. We got this one over here we need to get going. Still got this top laying down here we need to get drug up and consolidated with that. And if we get those burning and we start getting that cleaned up, then we can continue on with the next step of this project, which will be shaping this bank, getting that all out. And once we get that burnt and cleaned up and out of the way, we can use the old Dream Team, the 755 and the 555, and continue on with this part of the project, which will be getting this section cleaned out next and out of the way and that bank shaped. I did finally spend the $20, well, $29.99 on a tripod. It'll last a week, but we got it for a little bit. Now, whenever I use an excavator to clear this stuff and you take it and you pile it and you smash it down, the tighter you get that pile, the better it's gonna burn. The stuff I have, it's kind of hard for me to get it pushed together and clamped tight and, you know, consolidated. I gotta find the right spot to shove the torch in, but I think we can get her going. I think I see a spot in there. My brother tore down an old rotten swing set the other day at his place, and he brought it out here so he could burn it and get rid of it. I'm gonna use this and shove it down between all those green logs. Some good dry timber, kind of help get things going. I don't feel like breaking the gas saws out just yet because we're not really doing anything too crazy. So we're just gonna mess with the little Ryobi. Kind of trim some of these branches that are sticking out long. We can toss them towards the center, keep that good hot spot going. And then this whole thing will kind of take off and we can shove it in during the day. Fella could also throw some diesel on there, used oil. All kinds of things to help get it going. Remember, it's always good. See how clean I keep these? It's good to keep your saws clean. It increases the longevity. I don't know how long I've had this thing, a couple years maybe. And I got it for just kind of trimming trees on the trail. Of course, we got the Husqvarna 372 and the 55 as well that work really well for us. But this little thing, these little battery saws, they're pretty handy. Going pretty good in there now. Should be plenty of heat. I'm going to take the 555 from the bottom side, see if we can't push it up into it, get everything tightened down, packed up a little bit. Then we'll try to get the next pile going. It's cooking pretty good now. It's, in fact, let's come to this side of the camera. She's cooking pretty good now. We'll let that cook down here in a little bit. We'll take the 555 and push together. Let's move over. Oh, where are you guys looking? No, we're going this way. Let's move over to that next pile. I think that's got enough heat going in there now. It's going to get all that green stuff up and moving. We'll just keep shoving her in as we go. And here's what the first fire looks like now. It's already burnt the tops all the way out. So it's ready to be pushed in. Before I can start shoving it from this side and getting it on top of those hot coals, I've got that maple top right there. It's blocking the whole road, so I don't have a way over there right now. Let's take the 555, get that, see if we can't drag it around and get it shoved on this one. She's going great now. We'll let that cook down. Let's go push the other one together. Walk around here, see what she looks like on this side, if we got her far enough. Oh, I'd say we got her far enough in there. Oh yeah. It takes a tremendous amount of heat to burn this old punky stuff. All this stuff that's rot like that, and you're pretty much trying to burn dirt at that point. But that's why I stacked it like I did with the better green stuff up top. We got it going good and hot, got a bed of coals, and we were able to push that punky stuff on top of it. I think she's gonna cook down really well for us. I got a few other random things I gotta do around the property today. We're gonna let this cook down, we'll come back, push it together again, and they'll start doing some more dirt work over there. Actually, I'll tell you what, since we're on this side of that fire, let's go ahead and shove some of that a little tighter in there real quick too. I may have forgotten that I temporarily filled a ditch in. So, that's okay. We got a picker upper right there. That should have us out of there. Get this out of the way first. While those are burning down some more, we're going to start on this upper bank. I got that little tree there. That tree is going to come down in the dead ash tree. It's missing the top part, the growing part. It's just got that left. And we're going to kind of start sloping that bank in and getting that cleaned up. We're going to pull a whole bunch of other trash out of there. Well, this section here is where that big debris pile was laying, and it keeps continuing up that way. So I'm sure we'll pull some more stuff out of there. That'll go straight onto that burn pile. And then any topsoil that comes out of it, some will go over here by the bell tower, and the rest will be bucketed off over to our stockpile. Well, she rained a little bit last night. She's still, what you doing, pup? She's still raining a little bit this morning, but not too bad. Let's go over and check out the burn piles. I see some smoke. Watch out. Oh yeah, we still got, should be plenty of heat. We gotta be able to get these kicked back up. There's quite a bit of coals and stuff in there yet. Because of how this bank is right here, how it slopes down towards the pond, I'm a little nervous bringing the backhoe across and that's wet. It's just got the R4 tires on there, which aren't the best for side traction like that. So let's try to get that one thrown together by hand, get that fire kicked up, and then we can bring the actual road around with the backhoe. And we'll do this one with the backhoe. What do you say? Think that's a good plan? I think it's a good plan. Looks like we got the coal stirred up enough on this one. We got some heat coming up. I'm gonna take the backhoe and take some of this stuff and try to get it on top of it. I have people that keep asking and keep saying that I need a thumb on this machine. And yes, you can put a thumb on this machine. You can get weld-on thumbs and weld them on whatever you want. Fella could make his own, fabricate it, go down to the machine shop, pick some steel up and make his own, or you can order them on Amazon or anything in between. But yes, I do want to put a thumb on this machine. It's definitely on the list, but it's not at the top. It's like down here somewhere. Frame repair is the next step. Probably a couple other hoses after that. And then maybe a thumb would be the goal for that. But with that being said, that I'd love to have a thumb on here, you don't have to have a thumb to do thumb things. You can still pick stuff up and move them, and there's a couple different techniques. But with all that being said, not every excavator or person rents or piece of equipment that you run is going to have a thumb whenever you want it. So it's good to teach yourself how to run without a thumb. I think it's like a requirement. You should be able to pick things up without a thumb before they let you use a thumb. Anywho, we're going to take this machine, try to snag a couple of these logs and get them on top of that fire so the heat can get up into them. What do you think? This dog hates any kind of rain, thunder. She's not a huge fan of it, so she will stay on my hip today, almost to a fault. She was under the backhoe when I was running it earlier. It's not... We'll let that cook down some, but as you can hear, we've got some localized lightning right now in the area, so we're gonna head back in the house for a little bit. I'll do rain, I won't do lightning. That one's burning pretty good too. It should hold out long enough for us to get back out here. I spent about an hour. It looks like most of the weather has moved out of the area for today, but we did get another heavy rain as well. And it dampened us down a little bit here. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a boost. Then we'll try to get all this stuff consolidated into one pile so it can burn. A little bit better. Nimble as a cat, isn't it? Not too bad. Like a geriatric cat that just had hip surgery or something, but nimble nonetheless. I just ran her into the ground like that, or into the stump. Didn't really do me much good. Maybe one more cut down the middle, like a relief cut type thing. Oh. Oh yes. Lovely. I don't think this is gonna do what everybody does. By the way, it rained again, so I changed. I see this all the time on like TikTok and Facebook Shorts and YouTube Shorts. People that cut a hole down in the stump and hole in the side, lets air in, it kind of rocket stove affects its little thing here. Swedish torch, I believe some people call it. This is just a fun experiment. I've always wanted to try it, and I got a bunch of stumps. If it works well, I might do it to all those stumps, get them pre-burnt a little bit, and then when it's all said and done, we'll just push the remains in the woods. But this is just an experiment for now. If you want to see how the little eternal flame here turns out, you can check that out on the spin-off channel called Kleeman. It's shorter videos of stuff that I don't normally show on the longer videos like this. Shorter videos, shorter name, it's just called Kleeman. I'd tell you I'd put a link in the description, but I know I'm gonna forget, so all you gotta do is search it on YouTube and you'll find it. And that fire's burning pretty good. There's still quite a bit of heat to push up through there. I'm gonna push that together here in a little bit with the backhoe. And the same with that fire over there. I was hoping to get some more done, including a little bit more dirt work and get everything cleaned up and looking nice, but the rain kind of threw us for a loop. I think we still got a lot done though. I'm pretty happy with it. Next video, we're gonna hop right back on this. It should dry out enough that we can work from the road at least, get this last line of trees down, get all this stuff burnt up and cleaned up, and then maybe do something with those stumps there. We're gonna stick on this project until we get it to where I'm happy with, which is seeded and strawed and ready to walk away from. Then we're gonna hop back over to my brother's place, and then it's gonna be full bore on the YouTube yacht, getting everything framed out. So we got a lot of great stuff coming up. And I know it's a little cruel making you go somewhere else to see the results of something we start on the main channel, but here's the thing, most of these projects we do are because of the revenue we earn off of YouTube. So if you want more videos with more cool stuff, we have to have multiple channels with multiple sources of revenue. More revenue equals more cool projects, which equals more content for you. Say it one more time. More revenue equals more projects equals more cool content for you guys. That's how social media works, and that's how we're running it. If you don't like it,